Before we begin, a quick disclaimer. Everything in this video is for educational purposes only and is not financial advice. Welcome back to MoneyQuest Lab, where you spot quality swing setups before the crowd does. Out of thousands of stocks, only 3 made the cut, so it's it, and GE Vernova leads them. Quick note for transparency, these picks are based on Wednesday's closing data, whereas the previous market close, so prices may have moved since. Always check the live chart before acting. Stick around because I'm breaking down all 3, what the charts are saying, the numbers behind each one, and exactly where each setup would go wrong. Quick framing first, these are swing trades, ideas to hold roughly 15 to 30 days, not day trades and not forever holds. And here's how they're chosen. Every single market day, my scanner ranks thousands of stocks on 3 things: market leadership, the technical setup, and the fundamentals underneath. And only the names that score high on all 3 make this list. Let's get into today's top 3. Quick scorecard first, because I track every call out in the open. Of my last 70 swing picks that have run their course, 57% finished green. The average pick was up about 4%. That's roughly 5% ahead of the overall market over the same stretch. Not every pick wins. And showing you the real numbers, good and bad, is the whole point. Now, today's setups. First, the tape. Right now, the S&P is up about 2.1% over the past week, so I'm keeping this list tight and picky. Volatility is ticking up, with the VIX near 18. Now, the picks. Coming in at 1, GE Vernova, that's ticker GEV. It's a player in industrials, and it's worth about $281.8 billion, and though it engages in the provision of various products and services that generate, transfer, orchestrate, convert, and store electricity. It trades at about 43 times forward earnings. Chart-wise, it's bouncing off support inside an uptrend. This one's been leading the pack, beating 89% of all stocks out there. On the technicals, it's sitting about 3% above its 50-day average and 36% above its 200-day. On volume, about 1.4 times its average. And the business backs it up, with earnings growing fast and sales up 16%. The street's on the same page. 34 analysts call it a buy. Where it goes wrong, its 50-day trend line is the level to watch. If it breaks down and stays below that, the setup is no longer valid. On the plus side, there's no earnings report during a normal hold here, so one less surprise to worry about. Coming in at 2, Keysight Technologies. That's ticker Keys. It's a player in information technology, sized at roughly $59.9 billion, and it provides electronic design and test solutions worldwide. It trades at about 30 times forward earnings. Chart-wise, it's bouncing off support inside an uptrend, and it's trading just below its 52-week high. This one's been leading the pack, beating 91% of all stocks out there. Technically, it's trading about 2% above its 50-day average and 43% above its 200-day, though on lighter than usual volume. And the business backs it up, with earnings up 36% from a year ago and sales up 32%. The street's on the same page. 13 analysts call it a buy. What would kill the idea? A clean break under its 50-day trend that sticks around. That's your cue to step aside. And no earnings report is due during a typical hold, so fewer surprises on that front. Let's talk about number 3, Aurinia Pharmaceuticals, ticker AUPH. It's a player in healthcare, sized at roughly $2.1 billion, and it engages in delivering therapies to people living with autoimmune diseases with high unmet medical needs in the United States and Japan. Price-wise, you're paying around 14 times forward earnings here. Looking at the setup, it's bouncing off support inside an uptrend, and it's trading just below its 52-week high. This one's been leading the pack, beating 80% of all stocks out there. As for where price is right now, it's trading about 2% above its 50-day average and 11% above its 200-day, though on lighter than usual volume. And the business backs it up, with earnings up 56% from a year ago and sales up 24%. What would kill the idea? A clean break under its 50-day trend that sticks around. That's your cue to step aside. On the plus side, there's no earnings report during a normal hold here, so one less surprise to worry about. That's today's top 3 GEV, Keys, and AUPH. Follow MoneyQuest Lab so you don't miss tomorrow's top names. And remember, this is not financial advice.